head coach T.C. Taylor in his third year. You're already the 2024 HBCU National Champ. And one of the fan questions was, what are the next set of fingers that you're going to use for this year's two rings?
I was thinking about doing the pinky. Because I'm kind of running out of.
Running
out of space right now. So at this point, I'm just collecting them like trophies.
Oh Lord, like Thanos.
There you go, just collecting them.
He's collecting them. So, Coach, I want to thank you for coming on the live. It was a hell of a season.
Thank you.
And then this beginning of the season, you are starting off. You have 12 All-SWAC preseason honored student athletes. How does it feel to be acknowledged this time and given the just due for your team?
I'm excited for the players. You think back when I first got the job when I was 23, we didn't have a lot of guys. Last year we didn't have a lot of guys. But to have 12 guys on there, quite a few on the first team, offense, on the defense, all over the place, special teams, even Gerardo Beza, first team kicker, shout out to G-Baby. But I'm excited for those guys. But this is what I told them. I said, that's based off 24. This is preseason stuff that's based off the performances you had this past season. So what are you going to do this year? What is the postseason, that postseason list is going to look like?
Right.
So we got to go out there and do it again. That's what I'm talking about. They talk about it all the time, running it back. So I'm excited for those guys, but they, that's a blessing from God for them to, be all conference to have that many guys, as well as my coaching staff too, to be blessed to have that many guys.
Yes. Speaking of the coaching staff, I remember last year we were talking and you were saying, I've got, when you start winning and you got a good coaching staff, they start coming to get them. But I wanted you to expound on your philosophy, because what I see you doing in the last 2 years is that you basically promote within. And we see Rip Kirk. He got that tag.
He deserves
it. I remember last year you were telling me that you guys were basically teaming up and working together. So can you talk a little bit about Rip Kirk and his offensive prowess and why you chose him as offensive coordinator?
Yeah, he's been around in the building, and that's something that a pet peeve of mine. I try to raise and groom that next guy. So with Coach Kirk, he's done a great job with Jacoby and Morgan. You're talking about preseason offensive player of the year, a national championship quarterback. So he's done a great job. What a lot of people don't know, I gave him the reins a lot in that Celebration Bowl game to go out there and make some calls, and he did a great job, and that was a good test for him. But he's a student of the game, played quarterback at his highest level, went to Mississippi State, been around me. He knows my system. He knows what I want offensively. So, I'm going to put a little more on him this year to go out there and be great. But, shoot, he got the talent around him. You got a championship quarterback, receivers, receiver room is loaded, offensive line is loaded. So, like I tell him all the time, just don't go out there and screw it up.
So, speaking of the system that, it's great to watch the development. So, starting off in the beginning of last year, you had a quarterback battle, and then Jacoby and Morgan became that guy, and then you see him developing, and he's also had a lot of off-season training. Can you talk a little bit about your system coming into this year? More dominant, punch you in the mouth type of defense, more aggressive offense. You lost Irv Mulligan, but can you talk about that offense and what it'll look like this year?
Explosive. I think this is the year Jacobian is going to show his best football. He's going to show his best football. 3 years around me, he knows what I want. He knows what this football team, the expectation is. Starting with those receivers, you got Jonas Fortillion coming back. That's enough in itself there. But the things that he did on the football field, and watch out for Nate Rembert. Nate Rembert is going to be a problem, a young man that came over from Valley for us. Everything is advertised right now. So very explosive group over there. Offensive line averaging over 6'5", 6'6", tackle 6'7". So we got loads of talent. How do I forget Travis Terrell? Just give him the ball and get out the way.
You told him no more flipping though, right?
I did. You know what I'm saying? I hated that moment for him. It was a love-hate deal. You love the return, then he flips, and and I think that game is totally totally different if we got him and Irv as a tandem throughout the game. It could have been even worse, but very explosive offensive unit coming back. Talking about all those guys that played last year for us and those new pieces. Savage come over from Prairie View.
Yes,
He is going to be Shamar Savage is going to be a problem.
Oh my goodness.
You know, the running back. We got a running back in here. Get ready. I ain't gonna call his name now, but from San Diego State.
He keeping one secret because Jackson State doesn't hold the secrets.
Yeah.
The roster is
Yeah.
up.
Oh, it is.
And you guys
very
added
talented.
some
Yeah.
just the other day. I think
Yeah.
it was 80 and then it jumped to 95.
Well, we recruiting every
Are
day
y'all
now.
getting 10 more?
I don't know. We'll see how it goes. That's a great question. I like how you put me on the spot right there.
Okay, so now I'm going to ask some fan questions. Jerome Brooks of Charlotte says, are there any thoughts on newcomers like Jared Lockhart?
Wow. He's been there all summer as well, quarterback out of Charlotte area. He looks the part, 6'5". He's just coming off that knee injury, but he's back, cleared by the doctors. You talk about the future of JSU football, a 6'5" quarterback that can run, can really throw the football. And we're going to see, we got to figure out who's going to be that backup behind Jacobian this year, and be the next guy for the future for Jackson State. But he has all the intangibles to be that guy. Highly touted coming out of high school. He was recruited by some SEC schools and everything. It's just unfortunate for him. He had that knee injury. And fell right in our lap, so we were blessed to get him.
Right,
so he's cleared that, but he's looking real strong right now.
And then I also saw Parker Stofa on.
Parker.
Very explosive.
Very good.
We got to see glimpses of him in that Alcorn State game last year, and then Ethan Terrell.
Yeah.
And what I like about or waiting to see with Ethan Terrell is the fact that he has three offensive linemen: Devin Love, Quavion Davis, and then Ziggy Davis. So that's 4 players from one school.
Played at the same high school. But the thing about them, they're young, all three. So I told those guys, that you're going to have to take advantage of every rep because quarterbacking is a little different. It can only be one on the field at a time.
Right.
So, and then, like I said, again, for us, we're trying to find out who's going to be the guy of the future. This is Jacobian's last year. So one of you guys got to step up and back up and be a solid backup this year, and everybody has to be able to play. You look at last year, we played, 3 quarterbacks, that were impactful for us. Zy McDonald came in and, took over in the SWAC championship game. Cam McCoy played well early for us in the Lane game at home, so.
And Zy is starting actually at Clark Atlanta.
Yeah,
you have your backup quarterbacks are starting.
And it's going to make a huge impact there. I guarantee you that. Coach Teddy Keaton is a good friend of mine, good friend of the family's. He's going to do well with Coach Keaton over there. You can mark my words on that.
You guys have any questions for Coach TC? He's got to get up out of here. I can't hog him. So I'm going to wait for one more question. I'm going to ask you some of these. They're just like little fun questions.
All right.
Blitz on 3rd and long or play it safe with zone?
We're going after you. We got the animals to go do it, so we're going to blitz on 3rd and long.
Run first identity, pass heavy swagger, or are you going to have a mixture?
We last year, I have to be honest, we did a good job. Anytime you got the offensive player there in Irv Mulligan, you got to think run first. But this year a little more different for us. You got Jacoby and Morgan now. We're going to put the ball in his hands a little more.
Okay. Field goal to win or 2-point I think it's supposed to be field goal to tie. So a field goal to tie or a 2-point conversion to seal it.
We're going for 2.
You're going to go for 2?
We'll go for 2. Depending now, you got to get me in where we at in the football game as well. See, that matters.
It's got to be the fourth quarter, 6 minutes left. Fourth quarter, 6 minutes left.
Oh, no, we got to kick the field goal.
You're going to kick the field goal.
We got to kick
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes left.
We're going to kick the field goal.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's only like a minute and 30 seconds or less. All right.
And then it's the vibe of the game, how well we're playing as well.
All right. Let's do a SWAC bench cut one.
Ooh-wee. Okay, let's do it.
All right. So we have start bench cut Jerry Rice out of Valley, Jimmy Smith from Jackson State, and then Charlie Joyner out of Grambling. So who are you going to start?
I got to start my guy, Jimmy, man. He JSU. I know everybody going to talk crazy about Jerry Rice and all this, but I'm going with my JSU guy, Jimmy Smith.
Jimmy Smith, Jay.
And I'm going to go bench for Jerry and cut, my guy, Joyner.
All right. We're going to do the DBs. Roynell Young of Alcorn State, Aeneas Williams of Southern, and then Lynn Barney of Jackson State.
The same deal. That's easy. Let's start Lynn Barney. You can put the other two where you want to right now.
All right. So ask some country boy rapid questions. Okay. So they want to ask you some questions. So would you rather go deer hunting or fishing?
Hunting, by far.
Hunting by far.
Yeah, that ain't even close.
It's not close?
Nah, deer hunting.
Catfish or pan trout?
Catfish.
See, the problem is it's supposed to be rapid fire, but I'm doing it off the dome. He already said it. He said hunting.
By the way, since we're talking about Country Boy, we got the Country Boy event coming up August 15th.
Shout it out.
All right, that's like a fan fest day. So bring the kids, everybody come out. I need everybody, all that JSU support. Everybody come out. You know, we got Arthur Young, PC Band gonna be there. I mean, it's gonna be a special event. Oh yeah, I'm camo boots, everything. I'm going all out. It's gonna be that kind of event. I need you guys to go out and support this event. It's gonna be huge.
August 15th, you guys heard Coach
at the vet, leading
up
to that August 30th kickoff. Let's go.
All right. Well, I don't want to hog you.
Okay.
We could be talking for a whole
You see how people starting to flock over this way.
They're like, hey, you need to let them go.
There you go.
See what I'm saying? So thank you so much, Coach TC.
Thank you. Appreciate what you do.
I'm so excited about this upcoming
you should
season.
Be.
Can't wait.
Should be.
And
it's going to be a special one.
Yes.
It's going to be a special. Run it back. Hey, Tiger Nation, get those season tickets. I see you August 15th first for the boots on the ground. Then we're going to kick off August 30th. It's going to be a show this year. Run it back.
Run it back. Watch me pull and tell them Coach TC and okay, Dr. Kenesha, she's from Howard.
Oh really?
Yeah. So she said Coach TC invited her. She's coming to a game.
I need to see her there then.
All
Let's
right.
do it.
Thank you.
Thank you. Take care.